halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now?
And right away, he lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone that was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Open man is Michael Thomas. Gets around him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run, 35 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cordero Patterson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and a yard, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Bring it out, 14. Alert.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Wilson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And all the way home for a Broncos score. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mariota now. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Mariota. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Mariota. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They begin the drive with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Mariota steps away. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Mariota. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. To the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and 7. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mariota now to throw on first down. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. To throw Mariota. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Hey, work.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, Patterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by... Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On second down, Mariota again. This one left side caught by Patterson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. A right side run with Patterson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 116 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack it back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Third down, here's Patterson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On play action, Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mariota. Wilson's got it complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Patterson running between the tackles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it as soon as you get to the locker room.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Give to Patterson running to the right. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's Wilson. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
14.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Wilson to throw. He's got Fuller.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
One last shot for Wilson. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up